Hey guys, it's Courtney and Seth here today, and today we have another pit stop episode for you where you're going to be visiting Antojitos restaurant, which is a Mexican restaurant in City Walk at Universal Orlando. And we've eaten here before, we always love it, and we're going to show you guys why we love it. So if you'd like to join us, let's go. Antojitos Mexican Restaurant is located in City Walk at Universal Orlando. You'll think you've stepped south of the border when you step inside a lively cantina. Only the finest ingredients are used to create the made-from-scratch Mexican street fare, including tacos, fajitas, and more, with live mariachi music setting the tone on select nights. This is a festive dining experience every day of the week. So now let's check in for our reservation and head inside. Alright guys, and here is the menu. Again, I know we say this in most of our reviews for Universal restaurants, but they do not actually give you the physical menus. They do give you the QR code, which is good for you guys because you can feel free to scan and view the menu from home. Alright guys, just in case you do not have anything to scan that QR code with, I will go over the menu right fast for you. So they have your appetizers. The tableside guac is really good, as well as the queso dip. So we'll scroll right past these to the some of the entrees and things. I'm just gonna keep scrolling. If you see something you like, feel free to pause. And they have it broken down with tacos, enchiladas, fajitas, and some sides. And at this restaurant, they do have a stage and they have live music. Not sure if it's every night, but every time we've ever been here, they've always had live music, but that's an extra treat. They play typically songs in Spanish and things like that, but even if you don't speak Spanish, it's still a fun treat.
So here's our tableside guacamole. They bring the cart straight to you and prepare it right in front of you. And you can sort of customize whether you like the spiciness and some of the ingredients as well. So much. My pleasure. So there it is, a whole big old bowl of it, fresh. It smells delicious.
Alright guys, so here are our appetizers. Just like a traditional Mexican restaurant, they do give you the chips and salsa for free. So that's one that we got. We also got the tableside guac that you guys seen, and we also got some queso. Not really sure. They always give us these tortillas. I guess maybe that's traditionally how queso is eaten, but we usually just pair it with the tortilla chips. But everything looks delicious. We'll report back soon. And here is my white wine sangria. As you can see, it's a pretty good sized glass. But this is what I typically get. It is very good. It's very sweet, but not too sweet. You can still definitely taste the citrus from a lot of the fruit, and it does have fruit inside, so it's not just like a sangria liquid. It does come with the fruit as well. Let's see what Seth has.
So I went with the Dos Equis Draft. It's typically what I like to get when we go to a Mexican restaurant. This is the regular lager. I also like the amber, which they do have, but it is in a bottle. It's a great pairing with the Mexican dish. So here is our chicken fajitas for two. It looks like it's pretty much like two whole chicken breasts with green peppers and red peppers and onions grilled up. This seems to be a dish that you can find at most Mexican restaurants, and it's like a perfect amount of food to share between two people, and then me and Courtney usually hardly even finish it ourselves. So I went with what normally comes with it is the flour tortillas, and it comes with your toppings that you can add in if you want, and they do let you substitute. the soft shell for corn hard shell taco shells. Courtney likes that instead, so she went with that. So we'll dig in and let you know what we think. So this restaurant is pretty big. Right now, they don't really have anybody sitting upstairs at the bar. They've got a couple seats up here, but they've definitely got plenty of room with a pretty cool view of the stage. So when they are having music, like they were earlier, you can definitely see it from up here and kind of overlook the whole restaurant. And also upstairs, it looks like they've actually got some outdoor seating that I've never really noticed before. They do have outdoor seating on the first floor right when you come in the front door, but it looks like they've also got some cool outdoor seating, you know, if that's your thing. Typically we like to stick in the AC since we've been outdoors in the heat all day.
So personally, I think this restaurant is one of the more reasonably priced restaurants. I mean, if you guys can see, we got 2 drinks, we had 2 entrees, we had 2 appetizers, and still less than $100 for a theme park. That's pretty good. But I also wanted to mention they do take an annual pass for your discount. So if you do have an annual pass, don't forget to give your server your pass before you pay. Alright guys, we came back in the park to give you our review of Antojitos, the Mexican restaurant in City Walk. We'll start with our appetizers. We got the queso, and we also got the tableside guacamole. They were both delicious. I typically get the queso so I can add it to my meal, just sprinkle some extra cheese on there. But the tableside guacamole is always delicious. It's definitely worth the price because it's so customizable and you get to actually see all the ingredients being put in. So like, for example, we asked for light tomato, extra red onion, and he asked if how, you know, we wanted it medium, you know, spiciness, you know, whatever. So it's really customizable and it's delicious. We actually are taking some home with us or back to the room to have as like a late night snack, which is typically what we get to do. The queso was good. Basically not really much else to say other than any Mexican restaurant has the same type of queso dip. So what's good too, it's a little bit, you know, I'd say on the pricier side, but you do get the extra tortillas, which Seth ended up using for our fajitas. So kind of balance that how you will. But our before I go to our entrees, what did you think of the appetizers?
Yeah, that's great. The guacamole, yeah, sorry, that is the best that I've had at any restaurant.
Yes, it's so fresh.
Yeah, it's all the ingredients that they put in there.
I think they put extra in there too, like more than like your regular at-home Mexican restaurants, you know?
Yeah, and even like our entree came with like a little bit of guacamole, but it was like more plain, I guess. It didn't have everything in it, so you could tell like the difference there.
Yeah, so that's a good comparison.
But yeah, that was good. And then I got Dasaki's, which is, like I said before, that's perfect with meal. That's normally what I like to get.
Yeah, perfect.
As long as the restaurant has it.
Yep. And I got the white wine sangria. It was delicious as always. It's very citrusy, almost kind of like acidic in that way, just like kind of like an orange, you know, type of fruit. It actually came with an orange slice on it. So if you have a sensitive stomach, you know, to anything citrus related, I'd probably steer clear of that. But for me, it's always delicious and very refreshing. Comes, of course, with ice and the fruit included. So it's not just a sangria liquid. It actually, you can tell that they hand mixed it. Or maybe just threw some fruit in. I don't know. But anyways, so for our entree, we got the fajitas for 2, the chicken fajitas for 2, which came with the peppers and onions and the chicken in the skillet. I substituted the soft shell tortillas for hard shell tacos. That's just typically what I like to eat, a little bit more than the tortilla shells. But it was delicious. There was enough. I think they gave me 3 taco shells. Same for you with tortillas.
Yeah, we got 3,
And I only ended up eating 1. So it's a lot of food.
It reminds me of, you know, we get a similar dish at other
home,
Mexican restaurants, and it's always like so much food that we can eat on it for another day
or two. And we already kind of touched on this, I know, but I do want to reiterate, you know, City Walk restaurants and Universal restaurants can sometimes be pretty pricey, but even for me and Seth with this Mexican restaurant, which before I say this, typically most Mexican restaurants where you go are pretty much on the cheaper side. This is no exception. Even though it is a nice City Walk restaurant, it actually is a little bit on the cheaper side compared to the other Universal and City Walk restaurants. We got 2 drinks, 2 appetizers, and 2 entrees, and it was only $80, $74 with our annual pass holder discount. So that is awesome. We always love eating there. We always make it a point to stay there, and we also get the free entertainment.
Yep.
With the, sometimes they have a mariachi band. I know that today they had the solo gentleman. He was playing his guitar and singing some. But that place is awesome, and we always love it. So we definitely recommend it to you guys. So we hope that you will like this video. Comment, let us know if you've ever eaten here before, or maybe what your favorite City Walk restaurant is. We might be covering it soon.
Yep.
And please subscribe to our channel for more Universal content coming soon. But until next time, we hope to see you on the next adventure. Bye.